Hey 143 fam, I am back. I am so grateful to be here. For those of you who follow me on Instagram, you know that I had a 2-month long journey battling coronavirus. This intro is going to be a little bit longer than usual. I want to talk to you a little bit about some changes and some ideas I have for the channel, how I'd like to evolve things a little bit, the giveaway and how that's going to change. If you'd like to stick around and hear that, make sure you do. Otherwise, I have timestamps down below if you'd like to jump right to your reading. First of all, I'm just going to grab my little healing stone here. I am so grateful for your love and support during this time. It's been a very challenging couple of months for all of us, and I know that I'm not alone in that. Recovering from coronavirus has really been a game changer, a life changer, how I came into this year, and I know many of you are very much in alignment with this. It's just not the way my life looks or is at this point in time, but there's been a lot of personal growth and evolving through the last couple of months for me, more so than even usual. Is something that I've been very committed to my entire life, changing honestly from the inside out. Career, personal life, everything, and I want that to reflect here. What I'm going to be doing in terms of Instagram, in terms of giveaway, you know that I choose 2 winners each month. I know that I still owe a few of you a few past winners your free reading, and I promise you I'm going to get to that as soon as I get these videos out for June 1st. But what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to consolidate my Instagram accounts. So my Urban Soul Guru account, I'm probably going to close that. I'm not going to use that account anymore. I'll keep it open for a little while because I know many of you find me there and follow me there. But I'm consolidating with my primary account, so please switch over before I get rid of my old account. So the new my new Instagram, because I did change this. It used to be Tony Wrights Official, now it's Tony Nielsen Official. I'll make sure I have that in the box below so you know how to find me, but please make that switch over. How this is going to impact my giveaway, I am still going to choose 2 winners. 1 winner will be chosen on YouTube, and this will apply to both winners. I'm going to choose a winner from YouTube and on Instagram if you follow me at Tony Nielsen Official. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment below your video. If you follow me on both platforms, make sure you also let me know that you are a follower on Instagram so that I can find you, so that I can verify that. But I will choose 1 winner here. Again, subscribe, leave me a comment below your video. Winners are always notified at the very end of the month. So both rounds of videos, my first of the month videos and my 15th and my mid-month videos, I go through all comments and I choose winners. Whoever Spirit says needs it the most, I choose it, I reach out to you, and we connect that way. Now, another change that I would like to incorporate into Channel 143 is my music. You guys know that I'm a professional songwriter. I started out as a recording artist like a really long time ago. I was really young. Transitioned to being a songwriter. I write music for people all over the world. But during this time, I've recommitted to my own music again. I've written an entire album. It's a piece of work that I am incredibly proud of. And I'd like to start incorporating music into the channel. None of this is going to happen until Venus goes direct and we're out of shadow, period, because it's not the best time to launch something new. These are just ideas. But I would love to hear how you feel about that. How would you feel about me incorporating some other aspects of my life and my passions? And I mean, music to me is another modality of healing. But how do you feel about that? How do you feel about some of these changes? Please let me know in the comments. I do take your comments and your feedback to heart because this is our community, not just my channel and not just my community. But with all of that said, I know this is getting quite long. I just want to say that I love you all. I know we're going through a hard time. Add Venus retrograde on top of all of that. And I know I'm not the only one who's had a difficult couple of months. It looks like we're still going to have a difficult couple of months ahead, but I promise you there's a lot of positivity here. And Spirit has already shown me how some of these positive little bright spots and light at the end of the tunnel, how that's going to come up maybe a little quicker and maybe in areas of our lives where we're not expecting it right now, because we are still, at least in New York City, we're still quarantined here at the end of May, because things are just not going back to normal. But that's also going to open the door to so many other opportunities, so many other blessings if it's something that you're open to. So we're going to take a look at June 1st. Geminis, you know, I'm a Gemini sun. I promised myself that I would be healed for Gemini season. My birthday's in 2 days, the 31st. By the time I release this will probably be June 1st. We did it, Gems. I kicked Corona's ass so I could be back for our season. Your support means the world to me. 143 fam, thank you again for everything. Now let's jump into your readings. Let's see what is in store for June. Hey Cancer, this reading is for Cancer Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to take a look at your general overview first and love. I love timestamps down below. Cancer, general overview, June 2020. Cancer, thank you to those of you who did listen through to that obnoxiously long intro. The Gemini in me couldn't stop talking about how excited I am to be back. But there are some interesting just changes and just some changes too to the giveaway for those of you who are interested in winning one of the free readings, one of the 2 free readings that I'll be giving away. Make sure you do listen to instructions how to be considered for a free reading in the month of June. Beautiful Cancers. Get you one more shuffle here. Okay, Cancer general overview. Doing a little bit of a different spread here, Cancer. Your situation for June is release and surrender. Spirit said relax. Some of you have been feeling so much anxiety that you may not have been sleeping well. You may not be sleeping at all. Or the sleep you're getting isn't quality. You need to relax. This is trusting in universe, having an idea, praying for something, but then releasing and surrendering it so the universe, the divine, can manifest whatever it is that you've asked for in whatever way is truly of your highest good. It'll come through quicker. It'll come through even more blessed if you can learn to release and surrender. I do feel like for some of you, you may be teaching somebody else how to do this. Now, crossing release and surrender this month is time to go. That's your challenge. Part of your release and surrender is knowing when time is up, when you've tried enough, when you can't go back to something, which is more common or more prevalent for most of us during such a crazy time. With so much change, we're not going back to old life, right? You should feel changed, but there's this release and surrender also asks you to trust in universe a little bit more. Okay, it's time to go, but it's because there are bigger blessings coming in. Pulling a few outcome cards for you here. Okay, there's 2 law of attraction cards, but we're going to start with this daydreams. It's beautiful to daydream, okay? But part of the release and surrender is knowing not to overdo it. We have law of attraction. If you're doing law of attraction, Mark, it's beautiful. You should. You're shaping a new life, right? A chapter has closed. Now you may be rebuilding your entire life, a part of your life, a career, trying to figure out new income for your family. Law of attraction, yes. Just don't overdo it, because at the end of the day, you want universe to manifest for you what is truly of your highest good. When we overdo, when we ask too much, when we do too much energy work, that usually blocks the blessing because it comes through as anxiety and worry versus, okay, I've done this energy's out there, I trust it, okay? Somebody's really struggling with this. I do think some of you could be helping somebody close to you, a child, a family member, a very close friend actually, who lost quite a lot during this time. And they just don't know how to put the pieces back together. It's because they can't. They have to start new. You may be teaching somebody about law of attraction, but what sits between these 2, law of attraction, outcome cards, is focused on service. I really think you're helping somebody. The new journey for sure, Cancer, You need to be of service to other people. It'll be a new career, a new business, evolving a current business or line of work. You don't feel fulfilled when you're not helping other people. You need more meaning in your life. Yes, it's time to go, and that's really difficult, especially if you didn't choose to leave a situation that ended abruptly. But trust me, this is a bigger blessing. You get to create something new now. Be of service to other people at this time. I'm also feeling like essential workers and feeling people in healthcare. First of all, you may be daydreaming of a time where you can relax. Remember this first message with release and surrender. If someone's not sleeping, you need to relax. Of course, if you, especially if you work in healthcare, you're an essential worker. I mean, the last couple of months have not given you any time to relax and to self-nurture. Spirit needs you to at this time, okay? Because you don't want to get sick. Focus on being of service to yourself, okay? Notice the signs. Wow, and then another law of attraction card here. Yes, get clear on what it is that you want. Notice the signs when the energy starts to show up. So what happens sometimes, even on social media, and I love this about social media. Say you and your partner, you would like to start a family, and you're seeing all these people, friends, and they're posting new babies and pictures of their children. Oftentimes the ego gets triggered and you're like, oh, I don't have that. When in reality, you've asked for it, and Spirit's saying, well, I'm showing you this because this is the energy showing up. So instead of looking at something that you don't have and being like, I feel lost, I feel a void, or why do these other people have they been able to achieve that, and I'm whatever age and I haven't, or whatever the conversations are, when you see that, say, yes, universe, thank you. That's exactly what I'm asking for. That's perfect. Those are the signs. Those are the signs that Spirit wants you to focus on, and that's going to help bring blessings in quicker. Also notice the signs. If you've been of service to other people, you've been helping other people, and you're just drained, you're getting sick, Spirit doesn't want you to get sick. This is Spirit coming through, angels coming through to protect you, asking you to slow down, asking you to focus on yourself. You do need to prioritize your own health too, okay? Yeah, I just channeled the word healthcare. I think many of you, Cancer, work in some form of healthcare, and it's just been insane, and honestly, I can't imagine, okay? So my heart goes out to you. Just make sure you're taking care of yourself. So let's see how this all applies to love. Cancer and love. June 2020. Ooh, it's very warm when I say Cancer and love. Cancer and love. Someone who warms your heart. I feel like someone's going to show up and surprise you. Something you're not expecting is going to happen, and it feels good. It feels good here in June. It may be toward the end of June once we step into Cancer season, but I don't know. There's something really beautiful about this energy. Cancer and love. Okay. Cancer and love, June 2020. Okay. Situation in love for June. There may be commitment showing up for you, Cancer. And it may surprise you, especially if you've recently gone through a separation. Spirit's also showing me two people coming back together. If you come back together, it would be two partners who are married, or it was like you were married. If you had a shorter relationship or something that was shorter lived, that message doesn't apply to you as much. But for those of you who have like a really solid commitments, or you have had a really solid commitment with somebody, that person may be showing up, or at least they're trying to. Crossing this, though, your challenges, unrequited love. Are you over it? Is this one-sided love, or are you feeling like love may be one-sided here? I am feeling like someone may fear unrequited love because it's an experience you've had and it's not quite what this is. That could have been why you separated, why a commitment ended. Some lingering fears. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of healing here. Soulmate energy. Your first outcome card is forgiving and learning. Someone messed up and made you feel unloved, or you may have done this. It's a big message. So it's not necessarily the traditional unrequited love, but it's somebody feeling unloved by a partner that they were truly in love with, someone they truly counted on. Definitely heartbreak energy here. If you look at this card, this person just like absolutely mourning, head down, maybe asking a friend, a family member to take care of them, asking angels. It's just like head down in grief. Does somebody really hurt you, Cancer? If that's the case, I mean, that may be the person who's trying to show back up and you're like, no, 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 no. I cannot return that love. You made me feel unloved. I can forgive you. I'm healing from this, but I can no longer recommit to somebody who can do that and make me feel that horrible. For some of you, this is heavy, and this is Venus in retrograde. Venus in retrograde does this. But trust me, it's a blessing in disguise. If somebody stepped out of the picture, even if you have been dealing with this level of grief that I'm picking up through this forgiving and learning card, there is a lesson there. There is a blessing in disguise. Try to stay open to it. I feel you having more peace toward the end of the month, and that's why where I'm feeling almost like a new soulmate or someone or something showing up, it's going to shock you because you're like, wait, a month ago I was feeling so much grief and what? Wait a minute. There's somebody beautiful who's going to show up for me before Venus fully goes direct, or Venus goes direct and all of a sudden it's like, boom, they're in your life. Beginning of Cancer season, you're like, whoa. This also feels like Leo. So some of you may be on that cusp. Soulmate energy, attraction energy. The closer you get to Cancer season, the better you start to feel. But I'm really feeling something positive coming through in terms of a Leo, possibly Leo season for those of you on the cusp. I'm feeling more than one partner being attracted to you. Spirit said you're in the spotlight. There are a lot of people attracted to you. There's passion, bottom of the deck. This feels like someone just totally just romancing you, going all out, you being swept off your feet. You may not trust this though. And that's what I'm saying. Like there's something here that catches you off guard. It's going to take a little time, if that shows up for you, Cancer, for you to really trust it because you are still going through some healing. Somebody really did hurt you in some sort of a commitment. And so you don't want to bring that baggage and that energy into a new relationship. So you are taking your time. But even when you're healed enough to entertain a new relationship, this may feel like it's too good to be true. But to be honest with you, I'm not actually feeling like it's too good to be true. I'm feeling authenticity. I'm feeling somebody showing up, really making the effort to show you how attracted to you they are, how into you they are, showing you how important you are, being reliable. It's almost like by the time you get to Leo season, whatever isn't healed in Gemini and Cancer season over the next couple of months, it heals because there really is love. But I feel somebody being caught off guard in the best way imaginable. Now I will say, even if somebody hurt you, they may be the one showing up with this energy, telling you how attracted they still are to you. They're passionate about a reconciliation. They're going to put in the work. We'll make them work for it. If they hurt you, they have to honor the fact that you're healing and they put you in that healing space. They cause that grief. You may not want somebody back who wants to come back at this time. I'm going to be honest, but it does feel like some reconciliations are possible. Some of them possibly very positive. As long as somebody who wasn't doing the work or whoever caused the pain is willing to heal that and be patient and honor your process. But I do see somebody showing up for you, Cancer. And this isn't just for a few of you. I don't want to say it's a majority message, but it comes through strong. I see somebody that you were once committed to saying, I'm sorry, I want to do this with you again. Venus messed us up, you know. We're good. Venus goes direct, and all of a sudden they're like, oh my God, I'm so in love with you. I made the biggest mistake. And you're like, it's too late. Okay? That feels likely. Only because this just comes through so much grief. I don't know if you're going to want to put in all the work to heal and to go through any sort of suffering and grief just to step back into the same old relationship. This feels new, but there is soulmate energy here. So some of you will, if you're open to it, have a positive reconciliation. But honestly, make sure they're doing the work. Like, make them really work at earning your trust back, okay? It's not just about, like, letting somebody come all the way back in. It's fine, I trust you, whatever. Not when you felt this level of grief, okay? You need to see in their actions that they have changed. It can't just be promises. It can't just be sweeping you off your feet and saying all the right things. Someone really needs to make the effort, okay? All right, Cancer. I'm so grateful to be back here with you all, and I'm very, very grateful for your support and your love and your prayers. It certainly helped me heal, and you all mean so much to me. I've decided that I am going to be available for some readings and healing sessions, but only emergency readings and emergency healing sessions at this time. That may change by mid-month. Most likely by July, I will open up some general availability, but just because I'm getting back into the swing of things now, I just don't want to overwhelm myself. I need to give myself a little bit of time to sort of regroup here, but I will be available. I know it's a difficult time for so many of us. Reach out to me if you need it, okay? I'll be back mid-month. For your 15th mid-month love readings for the second half of June. But in the meantime, Cancer, I love you. I'll see you back here soon. Ciao.